Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me for a simple card Sunday. So today we're going to make cards that look like you took forever, but really you didn't. But that's our little secret. I won't tell anybody if you don't. Today we are going to use the new beautiful floral lace die. Now this is about 4 3/8 across and about 10 inches tall. So it's absolutely divine and gorgeous. And if you're asking, well, I only have a small die cut machine, that won't work. Yes, it will. So of course, because it's 4 3/8 across, it will not fit, unfortunately, through the gorgeous mini blossom, but it will fit beautifully through your Gemini Junior, your Spellbinders Platinum 6. I can't remember what the small one is. But your Spellbinders machine or your Big Shot, all you do is you put it so that your plate is covering. Now, I like to leave a good amount up here so it feeds in and it pulls it in easier. And if you're using a Gemini, you'll notice the sound on the machine that it sounds a little bit easier if you leave this gap here, because if you think of it, if it's flat, it's easier to suck it in. So so you can do that. You pull it out, you wiggle it up, and then you do the other piece and you're good to go. And you'll see by my die cuts today, there are no lines, nothing like that. So the other thing I want to talk to you about, we're going to do a slimline card because slimline cards are the rage. I'm loving them. I'm having a great time with them. But I do want to show you, you can make any card essentially that's a slimline. You just have to rework it. You just have to think of your dimensions, think of how the layout changes as the size changes. But for this card, because this is so big and beautiful, it works beautiful with the size of an A2 card. So you could go across like this and fill in the gaps with the pieces. You may be able to, I'm not positive, I've not tried this, probably not from the looks of it because you'd only have this much left, but fill in the gaps here. I was going to say you probably would only need one, but I think to be safe, you would need 2 or at least 1.5. And you guys are seeing all of the adhesive bits. I tried backing using that adhesive to back my die cuts with, and yeah, it for me it just doesn't seem to work that great. So I always get bits stuck to me, and I literally will be cleaning these bits up for a year. No joke. I will find these sticky bits someplace and be like, what did I make that's still sticking here? So I've decided that instead of going insane from trying to deal with all the little sticky bits and all that stuff, I'm going to risk the 10 seconds of using a spray adhesive. So I would rather do that. Now that's a choice that you can make for yourself. Whether you would be frustrated, maybe it doesn't frustrate you picking out all those little pieces of the die. Now, if it doesn't frustrate you picking out those little pieces of the die, I have a suggestion. So I may try this because I do like puzzles, but I don't know how much I want to do this. So I figured I'd put it out there. So if you do make it, please tag me so that I can see it because, I really would love to see it. It would be fun to color the leaves. So take some Forest Glades paper and cut it, or use one of the gradient packs and color it, and then color the florals with a different color in the center. And you can kind of see all these bits come to life so that you could, fill this in as it was colored. So that would be, I think, extremely gorgeous. So if you do that, please share it with me. I'm at BridgetCaseyDesigns.com, Bridget Casey Designs on Facebook and on Instagram. So I'm easy to find. I'm consistently everywhere. Okay. So we're going to make a patterned paper, as I call it, with die cuts. So just shake my adhesive. Shake your adhesive if you got it. So basically, like with a pattern paper, you want bits to go off. Because if you don't, like when we make pattern paper with our stamps, we want to make sure that some of the images go off the side so that it seems continuous and like it was cut. This is the same thing for your die cuts, but it's another way to use your die cuts. And we all need other ways to use stuff. Okay, so I'm taking the risk here. Oh, I gotta wipe the nozzle is disgusting. So I think you're supposed to tip it upside down and spray it or something. I don't know. We used to have a cat that she just kind of looked like you know those 80s movies where they had the Valley Girls? I don't know. So she just kind of looked like that. So I always think of her when I do that. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to give it a light spritz. So there, it was literally like a second. I'm going to be okay. I will be okay. All right. Then I'm going to protect my work surface. Oh, that does have a little kick to it. All right. I'm going to protect my work surface. And I'm going to use one of my invoices from the lovely Altenew because I like to recycle those and not just waste them. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to wave it around just for a second. So it's kind of tacky. Okay. So then I'm going to go, I think like this. I like this. Now this is gorgeous. Let's be honest. This is gorgeous all on its own. So super pretty. You could stop here. Like this is really pretty. And the beauty is if you stop here, you could put, we're using the hugs from the Script Words set. It fits beautifully over here. Like, and I'm tempted now to stop there, but that's not what I was showing today, so we're not going to. But this would make a phenomenally gorgeous card. And I love the look of whites, blacks, golds, but I did a lot of black and gold yesterday, so I really wanted to go with a dark gray, change it up a little bit. Okay, so now, because I have another one, I die cut 2 of them, and I die cut these from Neenah 110 pound solar white cardstock. I'm going to go ahead, and because I'm using a spray adhesive, I'm going to kind of play with my arrangement first. So I like this because this isn't matchy with this. You see what I'm saying? They're at opposite ends. So I think we're going to go ahead and we will cut. Ooh, it's hard to cut it. Okay, so maybe we won't cut it. Maybe we'll just spray this bottom portion here. Okay. Oh, I got glue hairs or something. It looks like Manchi fur on there, but it's not, I assure you. Okay. So then we're going to go ahead. I'm going to wave it just for a second so it's sticky, yet not the stick your mama gave you. Okay, so we're going to come down here and we're going to have that go in. Now, as you see, you're saying, but wait, Bridget, do not glue that down. It's overlapping. Don't do it. It's okay, because we're going to trim that off. But thank you for warning me, because you never know. Sometimes I don't think things through like that. Okay, and because it's a little sticky on the other side, I'm going to do it this way. And actually, let's get out, since Altenew made us this gorgeous bone folder, let's use it. All right, here we go. So we got our gorgeous Altenew bone folder. We got our gorgeous Altenew die cuts. Now we're going to grab some scissors. And for this, I like to use longer scissors. And actually, I think I'm going to use my Tim Holtz tonic scissors because, you know, I used the spray adhesive. Now you want to flip this over so that you can see what you're doing. And see, I didn't glue that perfectly at the top. So it's wiggling and giggling a little bit there, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll be okay. Now this is something I pop on Netflix and I sit at my desk and I die cut maybe 30 of these and I have my card fronts in a pile and I just go to town. I just sit and play and I tuck stuff in where I can and I just have a good time. But for the sake of the video, I don't think you want to watch me play for that long. And there's no sense in letting you watch me because it's just literally poking stuff in places. So it's not like it's a fun or educational experience. If it was, I wouldn't mind doing it. So, okay, so now look at this. This fits beautifully down in here. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to put this in there. And I'm going to lay this down this time because I got some strings last time. I don't know why. And I am going to grab my tweezers because I got sticky bits all over my hands, and I probably should use my other ones. I just got some new tweezers, but I guess they're the same. Oh, goodness. Okay. So we're going to grab this, and we're going to fill the gap right in here. Look how perfectly. It's like they made the die to do this. I don't think they did, but it's like they did. So, and maybe they did. I'm not sure. Maybe it was a consideration they took in. Okay, so we've got that. Look at how beautiful this comes together and how easy. And see what I'm saying? You have some of these gaps that you could go in. You could trim out this circle. Let me get little scissors now for detail work. You could trim out this circle here, so round it. I don't want to waste the piece. Or around here, and that way you could fill in these gaps in the center. So don't think because you missed it, you've got a line here and you can't put it in there. These are perfect for just trimming right there, pop them in there, fill in your gaps. But if you don't want to do that, if you want to keep this as easy peasy lemon squeezy as possible, all you have to do is you put your sentiment there. So see how this piece fits in there nicely? So I'm going to spray this one. Actually now, because it's such a little piece, I'm going to take my Altenew glue tape pen, which I just want you guys to know how special you are that I'm using this, because currently it's sold out and I love it and I'm kind of hoarding it. I'm going to be honest, because it's just so terrific. Okay. And then I got a little extra schmutz. So I just take my little eraser and get that off there. Okay. So now we've got our beautiful front going here. And then you just take your time. Like this will fit in nicely right here. And okay. Yeah, if you don't give it a full spray, it gives you like hairs. I don't know how else to describe them. Okay, like furry bits. I don't know that we want furry bits on our card. So see, I've got this beautiful piece, so I can start another piece, or I could even put on my envelope. There's so many ideas, but don't discount your dies as just using them for dies. You can use them to build some pattern paper. And it sounds funny to say build some pattern paper with dies, but that's kind of what we're doing. It's what we do when we build. Oh goodness, I got the wrong side. Okay, so I wasted a piece there. So I won't be sticking that piece in there because I wasted it, unfortunately. So we could put that one in there. All right. But you get the idea of where I'm going with this whole pattern. And the thing is it looks so elegant just having the white on white. So you could really use this for any occasion that you have. It's really going to work well. It's not something that is not going to work for this occasion or that occasion. It's and the thing is, changing the colors. Changing the colors can change the meaning. You can do sympathy cards, wedding cards, birthday cards. There's really no limit. So this is definitely a skill and a process that I find soothing, actually, on top of being beautiful. So if you get frustrated easily, this may not be the task that you want to sit and do. But, I think you just get a big bang for your buck. There's not a lot of waste because you're reusing these pieces that you're trimming off. So it really, for me, is good because I don't like to waste any of this gorgeousness. So I'm going to move this to the side, and later, I'm sure, I will get into making some more of those. I have to clean my desk first today. For those of you that love Altenew and would like to do a free virtual workshop, every Saturday I host a free virtual workshop. It's based out of the Altenew fan group on Facebook. So if you belong to Facebook, that's definitely a place to sign up. If you don't belong to Facebook and you would like to join, please send me an email. I'm Bridget at bridgetcaseydesigns.com. Okay, so we have this. So now we're just going to go ahead, and if we can find our die, there we go, our die cut. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put this right in the middle. Now I've glued 3 of them together. It's dark gray cardstock from Altenew. So I'm going to grab my liquid glue because I've sprayed enough glue for the day. And that's the thing, I don't spray that glue very often. Unfortunately, it's winter, so I'm not going to open my window. I suppose I could a smidge, but it's not hot in my house. It's cool, so I think we're going to be A-okay. I don't do it often. I don't think I've used that in like a year. You guys saw the little spray valve. It was pretty clogged and gross. So I don't use it often. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this right in the middle. And then the old trick of putting the blocks on there, just some nice weight to make sure that it really sticks down and goes down nicely. And I'm just going to pick it up. And the beauty part of these gorgeous sentiments that are the cursive font is if you get it a little off, you're okay. You know, it's flowy. It's not like it's a straight line. Like if I was using these stamps, you can really tell if, you know, you go off course with a straight, but the nice, beautiful, flowy font, you're good to go. So I hope this was a fun, creative idea for you to use in your craft room, and see that you can take slimline cards, make them into A2 cards, or A2 cards and make them into slimline cards. It's just a matter of switching up your orientations and making it work. So I hope you'll join me for another Simple Card Sunday next Sunday. Who knows what we'll do? We'll see what comes in the mail this week. But head on over to my blog at Bridget Casey Designs. On there, I have a shop. You can sign up for paid virtual workshops with me. You can buy some of my cards. This one will probably be in there. And you can send me messages if there is something that you would like to let me know. So until next time, I'll see you then, and stay safe. Happy crafting.